Visionaires. This is your girl, Davatte.
This is your girl, Nisha.
And we are just chilling with Beyond the Vision. We got a few things on our agenda to talk about today. Well, you know, those of you who watch us know that we're in the process of planting plants, Nisha.
Yeah.
And we've been doing the care for them, and everything has worked itself out real well. What's been going on with the plants, Nisha?
A lot of broccoli, a lot of squash, a lot of carrots, a lot of good stuff about them plants.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. So what's the process of what we've been doing to take care of them? How have we been taking care of the plants?
We germinate them.
Yeah, well, we germinated them before we put them in the
pots, little pots and stuff.
Yeah, before we put them where they are now. But what are we doing, like, as far as watering and stuff is concerned? How are we watering our plants?
We get the little sometimes we get the little
a container. And what we put inside the container?
Little put water in
the bottom of it.
Yes.
Okay, and what we put in there once we put the water in it?
And we put a little green stuff
down inside of it. And we've been sitting the plants down inside of the container.
Yes, we sure did.
Go ahead.
Because we make sure our plants is growing, and we check on, like, every morning. Then once a week?
No, not once a week. We check on them every day. We check on at least 2 to 3 times a day.
I'm talking about watering them.
Oh no, we water them every day.
Oh, okay.
We water them every day. We check and make sure that, but we don't water them from the top. That's why I was saying we have the container. We set the plants down inside of them, inside the container that they're in, and it soaks up the water. And then we take them and we put them back. We let them drain for a minute. We put them on something, let them drain. After they drain, then we take them and we put them back where they go, up under the heat light.
Yeah, and make sure that it will keep them moist.
Yeah, we definitely want to keep them moist because we don't want to dry it out. And we're just waiting. By the grace of God, this week, last night, matter of fact, we went down to 20.
Yes.
Yeah, 20 degrees. So, we didn't put it out. We didn't put them outside yet. So we still have them in our grow room. And they're growing. They're doing pretty good. And we're going to have you a couple pictures up here so that you can see a few of the plants and everything. And so basically, oh yeah. Now I want to talk about, I have a dilemma. Stop laughing, Disha, about our dilemma. Okay? For all you animal lovers, I love animals, believe me. But I don't love no animal in this world more than I love my plants. This means something to me. This was something that I planned on doing, and now I have a dilemma. Up in the top of this video somewhere, you're going to see a picture of our little friend. Comes every night between 10 and 2. Yep, between 10 and 2, my motion sensor light goes off. And if I don't catch it that night and I'll be asleep and things of that nature, then I'll catch it the next day. Sometimes I catch it that night. And I see this little fat, wiggly, wobbly little thing walking across the driveway in the backyard and just walking. You know what that is? It's a possum. Look up there. You'll see that little thing. Just a little woggly thing. He eating good. Whatever he eating real good, or she eating real good. It's eating real good. but I don't want my garden to be something that it's eating. So,
Is they wild?
oh yeah, it's a wild animal, but people keep telling me, "Oh, don't kill it. It's good for the ecosystem. It kills ticks. It eats this. It eats that. It keeps mice away. It does this." Well, let me tell you something. I don't know what it keeps away. I just know what I don't want it in my yard. So it can walk all it wants to. When I get my plants out there, as long as don't nothing come up ate up from it, because I'm gonna have a motion sensor that's gonna continue to let me know what's going on. And I would hate to put up some electric wire around my garden, whatever it takes to keep my garden, because I love my garden. This is the first time me having a real garden, and I don't want nothing destroying it. I put a lot of money into this garden. Well, okay, so I guess that's it about the possum, huh?
Yes.
And again, that's that little fellow right there. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is mental health. Next month, as I said earlier, May 1st to May 31st is what, Nisha?
Mental health awareness
Month. Okay, yes, it's Mental Health Awareness Month, Nisha. And with that being said, we're going to be talking about that all next month. And again, we're not going to tell you, but we have an awesome surprise for you next month. Danisha has really put her foot into something. I would really appreciate if y'all would comment and give her some encouraging words, because it took a lot for her to do this. It took a lot for me to help her do this. So we're going to put the number up there for mental health up here across the top. Or it might even be down here towards the bottom. I'm not quite for sure where it's going to be at, but it will be on the screen. And I just want people to know it's okay not to be okay. Don't feel like every day you wake up, you're okay. Every day I wake up, I am not okay. And I have a couple things that gives me, and one of the things I get stressed out is driving a long ways. I get emotionally distraught. Driving in a car a long ways does something to me emotionally and mentally. So, I don't know if that's a disorder, but I know it does. So, I know everybody else has something that bothers them that they get kind of leery of, and it stresses them out or whatever. So, just let you know it's okay. It's okay not to be okay. I mean, every situation does not mean that, okay, I have to go and check into the hospital, or I have to go and do this because I have this problem, because certain things trigger people, and we have to respect the fact that people do have their issues. You can't tell somebody, if somebody say they're not okay, you don't tell them they're not okay. Who are you to tell them what's in their head? We don't have the right to tell anybody that. When somebody say I'm sad, it's not fair to tell them that you're not sad, is it, Nisha?
No.
Because when they're sad, huh?
Yeah, they're sad.
Right, and they're going through, right?
Yes.
Sometimes Danisha come to me and she say, Mama, I'm sad. I said, well, sit down and talk to me and tell me what's going on. And we talk about it, and prayerfully before that conversation is over with. Sometimes that conversation lasts a long time, but before that conversation over with, I think we more than likely rectify the situation. So, but it's okay to go talk to somebody. And even though you're in the church, it's not necessarily okay. Well, and you can't always expect, your pastor or your first lady to have time to sit down and talk to you about all your problems, because in the mix of you having problems, I promise you, every member of that church has some kind of problem, whether it's with their children, their parents, their spouse, their significant other, whatever the situation, their job, their boss. Somebody somewhere has a problem that they're dealing with. So we have to respect that. Is that right, Nisha?
Yes, that you have a problem. Um, this just go to somebody in mental health to talk to them. Sometimes it be good. That you don't want to talk to your family members. Um, just talk to anybody. You don't have you. I ain't said that you need to talk to know what I'm saying, and go to the mental health. Just talk to somebody. You don't feel like talking
to you and stuff, and talk to them about your problem. That's a good idea. And again, we have that number up here, and we're going to get that out there. So in case you want to talk to somebody, if you feel whatever it is, I'm telling you, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse or anybody. I'm not a professional that can tell you how to handle things, but I can lead you to the individuals that are professionals that can tell you. So if you don't have family and friends or somebody that you can depend on and that you know that you can trust, then talk to somebody through this number up here. All right. Well, that was nice, Nisha, that we got a chance to talk. Yeah. Oh, and before we get off that, I just want you to know our first week in May, we have a surprise. I know I said it before, but I can't say this enough. Danisha has worked on this for 2 months. She has literally been working on this for 2 months. So I just ask that you all take the time out your busy schedule. Give her some comments. Tell her you like it. Or if you don't like it, I mean, I explained to her when we first started this, everybody is not going to be for the home team, or everybody is not going to like what you have to say. So if you don't like what she has to say or what she has to show you all, then it's okay. She wants your feedback. Either way, positive or negative, just we ask for your feedback. And we just ask that you act like grown folks when you're giving it. You know, you realize that you're dealing with an individual with negativity, with rudeness or whatever. So just ask you to, but take the time out and give her some feedback. I'm sure you love feedback, won't you, Nisha?
Yes.
And you understand all feedback is not good feedback, right?
Right.
All right, because that's what we discuss.
Mm-hmm.
We discuss things like that all the time. I don't sugarcoat things with Nisha. I try to keep it straight on the table because I don't. It's a cruel world out there, and I'm not always guaranteed to be here. So sometimes she might have to end up dealing with the outside world, and I just want her to know that it ain't always gonna be cookies and cream. All right. Well, the next thing, Nisha, we're gonna be discussing today, birthday. All right, we have some
April.
Yeah, we just want to say happy birthday to all the April birthdays. One of the significant birthdays to me was my grandmother. We called her Pie, and her birthday was on the 4th. And we love and we miss her and everything. And also in the month of March, her birthday was shared with her granddaughter, Chaka. Chaka, my baby girl, my youngest. Yes. And she had her birthday on the same day as my grandmama's, and we were able to be a blessing to her for her birthday, and I thank God for it. And after her birthday came my grandbaby's birthday. I call him Tigerman. Yep. And if you look up here, you will see a picture of Tigerman, and you'll see a picture of the Chaka. Those two will be up there. Don't necessarily, I have some pictures still packed away, so I don't have them out. I have got my picture on some SD cards and things of that nature, but I don't have them out. So therefore, I can't show you her picture right now, but when I find them, I'm going to make sure that we put them out there so you can see my grandmother. She was a doll.
She sure was. She always make me happy.
Yeah, she did. She always wanted to talk to you on the phone, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And she was glad when you came to visit her, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She gave me a wonderful kiss.
Oh, yeah. Aw, that was nice. You know, sometimes you can take a kiss or a hug and you can hold on to it for the rest of your life. When somebody give you love, you can hold on to that. And that's a beautiful thing. I remember I used to go see Grandmama. And Grandmama say, girl, don't you bring me nothing. Don't you give me no money. Don't you do. And she was serious. She didn't want anything. She always wanted to give, but she never wanted to receive. And she used to always tell me, don't bring her anything. So I would be slick with it. When I would leave Grandma's house, I said, oh, I gotta use the bathroom. I gotta use the bathroom. So I would go in there, had to go through her room to get to the bathroom. And I would go and sneak some money somewhere in the house. Sometimes I didn't tell her and she found it on her own. Or sometimes I wait till I got all the way home. Then I say, Grandma, you know that little head I gave Grandma my little head when I was a little girl. And I said, Grandma, go look at that head, up under that head, and see. It was a napkin, box napkin holder. And it was a little black face. It was so pretty. And I said, Grandma, go look up under that head and see what's up under there. She said, girl, when I see you, I'ma beat you. I said, okay, Grandma. But in the meantime, before you see me, go look up under there and get that. And she would go and she would get the package I would leave her. And I told her, Grandma, get somebody to go to the store for you. Get your Saturday. On Saturday, she would like to go and chill out, hang out downstairs. And then when she didn't do that anymore, she would have somebody come and go to the store for her. They didn't have Instacart and Ubers and all that during that time. So she didn't have nobody to go to the store for. And I was far away at that time. So, but anyhow, yep. So I would leave her a package or whatever. And she would really be appreciative to it. And I'll be appreciative to the fact that the Lord blessed me to be able to be a blessing to her. I miss my grandma. Sometimes I just dial her number, blank, 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 blank. I be dialing my sister's number and I miss her and I'm like, and I dial her number and I'm like, okay, this is not her number. This is Grandma's number. Hang up the phone. Then I go and dial my sister's number. You know who I just thought she can always tell me now. Grandma. Yes, I always dial Grandma's number, especially when my heart is heavy and I need somebody to talk to. Grandmama always was there for me to talk to. I remember on weekends. I know I'm talking a lot about my grandmama, but she's just on my heart today. But I remember when Nisha and my children were younger, and me and Grandmama would talk for hours and hours and hours, and I would have to go to the bathroom. And I lay the phone down. And then Grandma say, well, okay, I gotta go to the bathroom. She'll lay the phone down and we'll come back and we'll talk some more. But we'd be on the phone for hours at a time. Me and my grandmama just talk. We watch TV together. I remember she used to try to get me to watch her stories. I wouldn't watch her stories because I didn't like her stories. But what I would do was we found cooking shows and we would watch cooking shows and things together. And I know something I wanted to make for Grandmama that I never did get a chance to make. And Grandmama wanted me to make her a New York cheesecake. And I never got a chance to make that. And that right now, still to the day, it bothers me that I never got a chance to give my grandmama her New York cheesecake. But nevertheless, I'm going to make it for her soon. And I'm going to dedicate it to her. And we're going to have a mukbang with a cheesecake online, with you all. Make it and cook it, and we're gonna have it online. Well, the next thing I want to talk about is there's a great celebration in the air. And I guess you say, what celebration? I don't see anything on the calendar for Friday. By the time you see this, the day you see this will be my anniversary, my 17-year anniversary. me and Reverend Clayton Morris and myself, Davatte Morris, and it will be our 17-year anniversary. And we give God the glory for it because a lot of people were saying they're not gonna make it. They're not. Her personality, he's not gonna. She's not gonna. Look at us now. Because we didn't come together on our own. God brought us together, and for that we give him all the honor, the glory, and the praise for it. And we ain't saying our life is totally perfect, but we got sense enough to know when things start looking kind of shaky and a little shady, we know who to go to. We go to the throne, and we go to the throne. We go to God, and God sees us through any situation. But we don't have no big situation, but God sees us through. And so basically, we were gonna use this time for game time, but the games are still packed up. The games that me and Nisha play together are still packed up. But I'm gonna get with her with this with this, what game, Nisha?
Speed.
Yes, I'm gonna get her with the speed. And I'm just gonna pop them cards out and beat her in speed. Yes, indeed. So yeah, but again,
She always played me in speeds.
Yeah, I'll beat you in speed, but I won't play Uno with you.
I don't know why.
Because look, Danisha takes hours and hours a day, and she plays Uno with herself, but she plays it. And when Danisha plays Uno, Danisha is a perfected Uno player. I can't beat her in Uno, and I don't like to go into something that I know I'm automatically defeated in it before I even get it started. What's the use of doing it when I'm already defeated? She can beat me in Uno.
You could practice like I did.
No, I don't really like Uno all that much. When I was in Mississippi, and we would have this thing, and we would go to it, and they would have Uno, and yeah, they would have Uno days, and I think I won a couple times, but I don't know. I'm just not a Uno. I'm waiting to find a Yahtzee game. We can play Yahtzee and a few other games we got that we can play, and we can do that together. But we just thank you all, for being a part of this and this day, because again, we didn't know, what we were going to do. We was kind of conflicted. So maybe we shouldn't do the video, but then we got issues that we could talk about. And I was gonna pop some popcorn and put some caramel on it. And I say no, we've had enough sweet for this week. And for dinner, yesterday for dinner I made some stuffed bell peppers. My husband told me we was riding. He said, "Hey, I want some stuffed bell peppers. I haven't had any in a while." I said, "Okay, I'll go make you some." I said, "Just get some bell peppers," and told me things to get. We had most everything here. And then when I made the stuffed bell peppers, he said, "I don't think this is what I was talking about." So he said, "This is good now. Give me a second. This is really good." And you throw down on them. He said, "This is not what I was talking about." Like, stuffed bell peppers is stuffed bell peppers. And what is it? Some ingredients that's missing out of it? I mean, what's the problem? He said, "No." He said, he said, "Don't you use cabbage and do so?" I said, "Oh, you wanted some cabbage rolls." Well, basically, for the most part, they basically the same thing, but the one is cabbage and the other one is bell peppers, but you got a few different ingredients between the two. So, yeah.
I love stuffed cabbages.
Yeah, you do, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I made enough mix up, so matter of fact, you had some of the mix I had made up today, didn't you? Yep. So I'm gonna get some cabbage and take the leaves and get them soft and roll them up and put the sauce and stuff over them and stuff and let them bake and put some cheese in there, some mozzarella cheese. I love cheese. So I am a cheese fanatic.
I like cheese too.
I know you like cheese, Nisha. You get that from your mom. From your mom. Yep. So, but yeah. So Nisha,
Yeah.
we talked about the plants and take a couple pictures of the plants and we placing it up here and we're gonna put the telephone number for the mental health awareness month. We're gonna put that up there and so people can reach out. And we're gonna do a 1-800 number, so it's not gonna be a local number. So because I don't know all over the world where you might be at watching this, so you will be able to call from any place, anywhere, anyhow, anytime. And again, when it comes down to me and my husband's anniversary, what we're going to do is we're going to go out. We got some other plans coming up for the summer, so we're not going to really waste so much money, but we're going to do what satisfies us. So we're going to take some pictures of that, and of us, so you can see that. So we'll be placing pictures not this week, but it'll be on our next week's video. The Lord say the same. So, and again, we thank God for the individuals who had the birthday, for Tigerman, for the Chaka, and for Grandmama. And many of y'all, I wished a lot of people birthday, happy birthday this month. But I don't put people pictures up anymore because unless they're immediate family members, and that's because some people say they don't want their pictures up, some say they do, and I'm definitely not going to sing happy birthday. So I'm definitely not going to sing happy birthday. So, well, we just want to say happy birthday to you all and say God bless you. Anything you want to say before we go?
I want to say happy birthday and may God bless you to many times to come.
All right. I know that's right, Nisha. Well, it has been fun, but we have to run. My name is Davatte.
My name is Nisha.
And we are just chilling with Beyond the Vision.